Buongiorno.
Arrivederci, ciao, and a pizza pie.
Yeah, everyone's buying that accent. The travel guys are in Italy next.
Flight Center Travel Guys is brought to you by Flight Center. Booking your next big trip is just a phone call away at 1-877-WORLD-05. That's 1-877-WORLD-05. Flight Center, unbeatable.
Buongiorno. Mi chiamo Darren Parkman. That means my name is Darren Parkman.
Well then, buongiorno. Mi chiamo Jim Gordon.
Very good.
I like that.
My friend, behind us, one of the most famous towers in the entire world. It's the Leaning Tower of Pisa, right here in Pisa.
That's right. Now, coming up on our Tuscany Roadshow, we're going to check out the city of Pisa.
And we're going to go nearby to another great ancient city, Florence.
We'll stop in and pay, well, an unexpected visit on our friend Umberto at his villa here in the Tuscan Hills. And salute. Salute.
All that and more coming up. Grazie. Stick around.
Parkman and I have made it to the top of the most famous tower on the planet.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you scared coming up?
Well, I thought the tower might actually topple over at one point because, after all, it is the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yeah, that's right.
I was kind of going that way when we were walking up. Very dark and scary in that narrow passageway, but I'm proud of us. We made it, and how do we get down?
Hate to tell you, this is no elevator. We got to go back down the way we came up.
Could be spending the night.
I can't take the pressure. You're pushing the Leaning Tower of Pisa on me.
Look, why are we doing this again? I feel like an idiot.
Well, it's actually a tradition here in Pisa. People stand around, take photos, make it look like they're pushing over the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
You know what's amazing, buddy, is when you come to the Leaning Tower of Pisa, I had no idea that there were all these other cathedrals and churches around here. Like, what are these?
Over here we have the cemetery, the ancient cemetery, and this gorgeous building in front of us is the baptistry, built in the 1100s, and it's all inlaid marble.
I was going to ask that. Is that more because it looks so clean and
look at the Gothic pinnacles, just stunning.
Tell our viewers in Canada, what is the best thing about Pisa?
A lot of beautiful people here.
A lot of beautiful people, a lot of people that don't speak English. You're the first person that we talked to that actually speaks English to me.
I'm from Russia.
From Russia. Wow, we've never had someone from Russia on the show. What's your name?
Svetlana.
Svetlana. Whereabouts in Russia?
We want to know what's the best thing about Pisa?
Just the people make it around here. Just watching all the tourists from different countries all over just come to share and just see exactly what they came to see.
In the middle of Russia, there is a small town, Penza. I'm from Penza, yes.
Okay, we've never done this before. We're in Pisa, but tell me, what's the best thing about Russia?
Russia?
Vodka?
No.
Have you learned to speak Italian yet?
See?
Do you know anything else?
Quanto costo?
What does that mean?
How much?
That's good to know here, yes. Mi chiamo, Darren?
Mi chiamo Justine.
Can you do this like the Italians do? Mwah. Mwah.
I still don't think this works, actually.
I can't take it.
Yeah.
Well, continuing with our Tuscan road tour, we are now in a place we've always wanted to visit. It's historic Florence. And behind us is the most famous monument in the city. It's the Duomo, or Cathedral of Florence.
That's right, pal. Now, this is by far the #1 tourist attraction here in Florence. You got to come to it. It's been around since the 4th century, and it is well worth the ride into town.
Well, this is pretty much where Florence began. It's the Piazza della Signoria, which is where we are now.
That's right, pal. Again, this is another very popular place to come if you're in town for the first time. You can look at all the great things that the Medici family helped start way back when.
Well, another great tourist attraction in Florence is the Ponte Vecchio, which literally means Old Bridge. And the cool thing about this bridge is it's the only one in Florence that wasn't blown up in World War II.
And we should also say, buddy, the only one from the medieval period, built in, can you believe this, 1345. You come up here, it's lined with workshops. It is something you got to see when you're in Florence.
We are now high above the city of Florence at the breathtaking Villa San Michele, which was actually, believe it or not, designed by Michelangelo himself.
That's right, buddy. Back in its beginnings in the 14th century, it was actually a monastery. Now it is the hotel you want to stay at for the best view and probably the best rooms.
And if you have the bucks.
That's right.
Which we don't, by the way.
No, they're throwing us off soon.
Well, there's not just history, but some great shopping here in Old Florence. Lots of great outdoor markets. We're in one now, and the leather here is fantastic and world famous. What did you buy, sir?
You know what? I didn't buy any leather, actually, but I did buy this fantastic, colorful tie.
Very nice. Italian silk, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Now, is there any leather ties? Because I would like one.
Well, not since 1982 when they were popular. But I think you maybe can find some way in the back if you look hard.
I'm living in that era, though, still. So.
Sure is. So, senor, your thoughts on Florence on this stop of our road trip?
Grazie.
Oh, that's lovely.
Mucho great. No, I like it. It's fantastic. A lot of history here, and a lot bigger than I thought, and a lot more historical buildings, but very clean, nice. The people seem friendly.
Yeah, it's nice actually. You know, it's big, but the center area is very compact, so you can walk around everywhere. And I like the fact that everybody seems to speak English here.
That is true. That helps us,
yeah.
being that we don't speak Italian.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, right in the middle of our Tuscan roadshow, it's time for a little thing we like to call Jim and Darren Meet the People.
Or, as it's also known, approaching total strangers that would normally ignore us. Let's get moving.
Hello, does anybody speak English here? Please? No, we want to know what is the best thing about Florence. We're from Canada. We tell our people in Canada, what's the best thing about Florence?
The Ponte Vecchio.
Really?
No.
Mi chiamo Darren. Mi chiamo Darren. Maria. See, we're communicating. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Grazie.
Grazie a te. And also the food is very nice.
What about this carriage ride?
Yes, it's nice. Touristic, yes.
Are you from here?
No, we're from Athens.
Athens, nice city.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Don't leave, okay? Now I teach you English.
I don't speak English. I speak solo Spanish or Italiano.
What else are you going to do today?
We're going out for dinner and drinks. That's all.
Could I come out for dinner and drinks with everybody here?
Of course.
But we're bridging the gap. We're communicating still, aren't we? You? Like me? I'm nice guy?
Yes.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Okay, could you leave your husband for me and I'll come to dinner?
Yes, but I can't leave my girl.
Oh, look at this. Look at this little beauty. She's having a good time.
Like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
Okay.
Bells are ring, tippy-tippy-ting. What? Come on, we're in Italy.
Stop it.
All right. Boy, it's a gorgeous view here in downtown Florence, overlooking the Arno River, is it not, sir?
It is, pal. This has been a nice little stop in our hectic road trip. I mean, it's just another way of life here, isn't it? Everything's relaxed. You got cafes all along the river. Beautiful.
If I was even remotely successful, I'd move here. So it's never going to happen, is it?
You're not moving here. And you know something? I'm not either.
Yeah, I was just going to say. Arrivederci, Roma.
No. Stop all Dean Martin singing, okay?
Oh, not just that one song?
No. I really like his music, so, okay? Just try to walk without singing.
Hi, I'm Umberto Menghi. and the travel guys, they're here at Villa Delia in Tuscany next.
Bellissimo!
Hi, I'm Umberto. Welcome to Villa Delia in Tuscany.
If you're a guest here at Villa Delia, you can expect to be treated royally with 3 unbelievable meals daily.
We have a chance to offer people something that the locals will have every day.
True Tuscan food. Yeah.
We want you to be a Tuscan if you're here for a day, for 2 days, for 10 days, whatever you choose, and just to share that. And in Tuscany, you just don't go out in the restaurants and tell them what to do. You just let it happen. The Tuscans, when they're cooking, they represent the season of, if it's the harvest time, if it's the springtime, or the summertime, it changes all the time.
Teamwork.
You want to see some perfect gnocchi? Right here. Right here.
Okay, we got ourselves a pasta ball here.
Good. I think we need Luigi, Mario, Carlo, come and clean. Look at this mess here. Missing 3 people to come and clean.
It was an honor to make pasta with a world-renowned chef. I'm not really sure it turned out as well as it could have, but I'm going to tell everybody back home it turned out just fine. It did, yeah. It did. It turned out great. And
I want to give you some advice.
Yeah, what's that?
Do not open a pasta restaurant.
All right.
I was watching you guys. Do not do it.
Tuscany is known for having some of the best food in the world.
That's right, pal. And when you are at this villa, you know you're going to eat well. And are you ready for dinner?
Bon appetit. Let's go.
Salute. Salute.
Where are we now, you ask? Well, we are in the beautiful Tuscan city of Siena.
That's right, buddy, and we're right in the middle of the very historic Piazza del Campo.
Well, I got to say, one of the most ornate buildings I've ever seen is right behind us. It's the Duomo of Siena, or the Cathedral of the city.
That's right, buddy. Construction began around 1132 and went on for, are you kidding me, 200 years.
Well, it looks like they put a lot of work into it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're here in Siena for a good time, but not a long time, unfortunately. We're having the 10-cent tour, and with us is our trusty guide, Roberta Piccinetti.
Tell us about the history of this piazza, this Del Campo, where we are right now, the square.
This is the medieval arena that was built during the Council of the Nine, with a gorgeous town hall with a very high tower that goes back to the 12 and 1300s.
Now, would it be all right if Jim and I and you climb that tower together? What do you think? It would kind of be fun.
It is all right if you're going, but I'm not joining you.
You won't be joining us?
Can't get any luck with the women over here.
That worries me. Well, we're really becoming professional Italian tower climbers, aren't we?
Yes, but when we climbed the Leaning Tower of Pisa, that was different because that tower was leaning.
Oh, yeah, this one's straight, so it might be harder to get up. Let's try it. Let's go. Come on. All right. Dark and frighteningly claustrophobic.
You know what? I really wish they'd have an elevator here. This really isn't fair.
This is very, 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 very claustrophobic.
You know what? I'm so tired right now, I can actually see through time.
Boy, it's a long way up, isn't it?
Good news for you. We're about a quarter of the way up.
Yes! Boy, what a stunning view from up here. And my friend, we're 2 for 2. We actually climbed to the top and made it to the top of the Siena Tower.
And we're also 2 for 2 for being completely exhausted. How are we getting down?
I don't know. I guess we're spending the night up here.
We are.
We're overlooking the Mediterranean. You know what? Part of our road trip has got to be you put your feet into that water.
So we're going to dip our toes in the Mediterranean for posterity.
For our road trip.
Let's do it.
Lovely, but very cold.
Our Tuscan Roadshow continues. We are now in the Maremma region, which means by the ocean.
That's right, pal. We're on the grounds of Guado al Tasso, one of the wineries owned by the Antinori family.
And hopefully they'll allow us to sample a little bit of the product.
I think they will.
It's only fair. Oh, that's nice. Smooth.
Very nice.
Well, one thing we're learning here in Tuscany is the scope and tradition of the Antinori family. We recently had a chance to talk to Piero Antinori in the Chianti region. Cheers.
Cheers.
Now we are in an entirely different area with his daughter, Allegra Antinori.
Tell us about the wines in this region that you look after.
In this specific area of Bolgheri, we produce 4 wines in the estate of Guado al Tasso. A white, which is a typical white grape variety called Vermentino. We produce a rosé, which is kind of a rosé we have always been making traditionally here. And then we produce our 2 red wines. One is called Guado al Tasso, and the other one is called Bruciato. It's the second wine of the estate, always made with Cabernet, Merlot, and Syrah.
Looking out over this gorgeous estate, there's other things that are happening here besides winemaking, wine producing. There's wild pigs on the property.
Absolutely. We have a production of pigs that is a very old breed of pigs called Cintasenese, and we raise them naturally in the woods.
Could I ride one?
Well, after you drunk a lot of wine, yes.
All right, good. I've done it before. There they are.
Okay, tough guy. Why don't you go ride one of those?
You know what? I forgot my special pig saddle that I usually carry with me.
Of course you did.
I did.
Oh, buongiorno. More travel guys from Italy.
It's all coming up next.
Fresh porcini mushrooms for sale. Fresh mushrooms. Well, we aren't actually selling these.
We should be, though. They're very expensive.
Yes, they really are. And look at the color and texture of these.
Yeah,
they're amazing.
You can find these in all the northern woods here in the Chianti region. As Darren said, these are very expensive. We should maybe steal these.
We should. Would this basket fit in the overhead compartment of the plane?
Well, I think the staff on the plane might have something to say about that, but you could try.
Just outside the Tuscany region is some of the most breathtaking scenery you'll ever see. This is the Italian Riviera, a little place called Cinque Terre.
That's right, buddy. What's great about this neighborhood is you've got 5 villages terraced into the coastline in the mountains, and you can get to all 5 of them very easily by walking. You can also swim in the Mediterranean behind us. You know, buddy, I'll tell you, when you come to Italy, you got to see the big cities, which we've done on this road trip. You know, Florence, Pisa. But boy, I'm glad we came to the Mediterranean coast here, because this is just totally different.
It's a different vibe here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love the buildings here. Every building's a different color. You got hot green, yellow, red, every color under the sun.
You know, okay, listen, first of all, the Italian hat was fine, but I think you've gone just a tiny bit overboard, and there's no music.
I love Italia. Bellissimo.
That's great, then. I'm going to go way over here.
Arrivederci.
Well, we are relaxing here at one of the many cafes, enjoying a wonderful wine, very popular in this Italian Mediterranean area.
That's right, it's Cinque Terre wine, which is where we are now. Our trusty guide and buddy Umberto brought us here, and we thank him for that. About a 30-minute walk up and down when you come to Cinque Terre, but well worth it, and there's always a little prize at the end of the day for that walk, and here it is right here. Some delicious Cinque Terre wine. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Salute. Well, from the very busy Piazza della Signoria in historic Florence, we unfortunately wrap up our breakneck Tuscan road show.
That's right, pal. But before we leave, as we always do, let's check out Jim and Darren's top 5 coolest things about our Tuscan road show.
Number 5.
Hanging out on the side of a mountain at Cinque Terre on the Italian Riviera.
Bellissimo.
Number 5, part 2.
Finding my cool Italian flag glasses intact after dropping them from that high point.
Yeah.
Number 4. Here in Tuscany, dipping our feet in the spectacular Mediterranean Sea.
This is the closest we're ever going to come to actually swimming, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Good.
Number 3. Watching Darren foolishly try to fit in with the locals by wearing stupid glasses. Number 2.
Hanging out on the oldest bridge in Florence, the Ponte Vecchio. Up for a swim?
No.
And the number 1 coolest thing about our Tuscany road show.
It's got to be climbing the marble stairs to the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
And actually not having a cardiac arrest.
We'll see you next time on The Travel Guys.
Flight Center Travel Guys has been brought to you by Flight Center. Booking your next big trip is just a phone call away at 1-877-WORLD-05. That's 1-877-WORLD-05. Flight Center. Unbeatable.
What is this? I never recognized a ravioli looking as flat and miserable and thick pasta.
That's high.
I already know all this work. I really like to know who made those ravioli. Come on. The travel guy. Wait,
we gotta go. Let's
go.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. It's been a slice. Let's go.